Hello. Hi everybody. How you doing? Happy last day of the holiday. By now you've watched all the fireworks, you have eaten at all the cookouts, you've done all of those things. You might still be out here maybe doing a little something, although it's so hot, you're probably inside. So I wanted to come on to here and say, now that you've seen the fireworks go and blow and all of that good stuff, now it's time to blow up your business. Let's talk a little bit about that this morning. How you doing? Come on in. I just want to say hi to you as you come on into the room. Hey there, all of my Instagram peeps. How you doing, New York City Inc. or New York Nick? I guess New York City Nick. How you doing? Hey. As you come on in, come on in. So I'm excited to chat about this today. Hey, everybody. Because I have been spending a little time recovering. The big bad COVID finally got me. I was able to avoid it for several years and just came down with it, and I'm getting over it now. So I've had lots of time to sort of rest and recover, and I really appreciate that. But one of the things that I've noticed while I've been kind of on downtime is a lot of the narrative that's out there that seems to be gaining in speed and tone and urgency. And I wanted to come on for a few minutes to chat about this in terms of people's perspectives on the coaching, the consulting, the service-based industries right now, because I think a lot of people may be unnecessarily discouraged. Therefore, I wanted to come on today to talk a little bit about what you need to do right now to blow up your business in the best possible way. Okay. In the best possible way, how to make sure that it grows right now. So as you're coming in, say hi to me, would like to shout you out. Feel free to share this because I think this is going to be an important, quick little session that we're going to do today, but it's going to just be the start. I really want to come over on here for a few minutes, pretty much on a daily basis for the rest of this month. Thank you, Shandrock. I know it wasn't fun, but hey, I thought I'd be able to escape it forever, but it finally got me. Okay. Finally got me. But I have to say, it gave me a minute to really sort of rest, which was probably, I needed that. It's bad to say that I had not given myself as much rest probably as I should have before then, but now at least at minimum, feel very well rested. So if there's one bright side to it, that's it. Okay. So, oops, and that thing keeps falling out my ear. Well, that's okay. So let's get on to business in terms of what I want to talk about in terms of blowing up your business right now. And the first one I want to talk about with regards to that, I have 5 tips for you, plus a bonus tip, I guess you could say, in regards to that. Number 1 is ignore the doom and gloom. Ignore the doom and gloom. As I mentioned, one of the things that's really been very apparent to me that now that I've kind of been a little bit consuming more or listening more to what's out there since I have been under the weather, it's really been very clear to me how many messages people are getting to make it sound like now is the worst time ever to be in this industry. And I want you to know that is not the case. Okay. Yes, things have shifted, things have changed, but now is not the worst time ever. Now is not a horrible moment for you to be able to face in your business. In fact, I would say that right now is a moment of great opportunity. Okay, of great opportunity. Where there is quote unquote crisis, there is also great opportunity. And so the situation is right now, on which side of that paradigm do you want to fall? Do you want to fall into those people who kind of buy into the narrative that it's impossible to grow right now, that quote unquote, coaching is dead or high ticket is dead or whatever the latest thing that they're telling you is dead out there? Or do you want to be one of those people who say, okay, actually, where is the opportunity right now? And let me lean into that, because I'm here to say that there is opportunity out there that is quite abundant, that's quite plentiful, that is quite significant when you know how to take advantage of it. And that's where I'm going to be, focusing on in this series that I want to do this month around blowing up your business. Let's look at where the opportunity is and focus on the positive instead of focusing on quote unquote the negative, right? Let's see, who is this? What is this? You're a doctor. I'm not, but I prescribe vitamin C, zinc, and lots of ice cream. I love it. The Sean Marie is now open in DC. Ice cream Jubilee is a close second. Oh, I love it. I want to say, Melvert, I'm not that kind of doctor. So I will take your prescription. Okay. My doctorate has nothing to do with medicine. Okay. All to do with politics. All right. So I ain't helping nobody with that. But I like your prescription there. Vitamin C, zinc, and ice cream all sound really good to me right now. So I appreciate that. Okay. Now, let me just say, first thing, once again, don't buy into the doom and gloom narrative. There is great opportunity out there when you know where to go and when you know what to focus on. And that's what we're going to really sort of dig down into this sort of live series that I'll be holding for you over the next several weeks, okay, to help you kind of blow up your business this summer, okay? So don't buy into the doom and gloom. Instead, number two, I want you to broaden your scope. Broaden the scope in terms of what your business is focusing on to include top of market buyers, what I call top of market buyers. This is the part that I feel like people are right now are going in completely the wrong direction. If you ask me, people are going completely in the wrong direction. Everybody is focusing on, I want to fill up some very, very low ticket, damn near no ticket thing. Okay. I want to be able to sell something that costs next to nothing. All right. And here is what I will say about focusing in the low ticket, damn near no ticket space. Okay. Now, I do believe that you do have to have what I call a multi-million-dollar offer suite. All right. I can definitely tell you a little bit more about that. And that does mean that you have a range of offers in your pocket. But the challenge is, and here's the reality that nobody tells you when they tell you to focus in the low ticket, damn near no ticket market, is that unless you have a platform of literally, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, it is very hard to make significant money off of low ticket, damn near no ticket offers. Just do the math. Unless you have a huge, huge following that actually not only quote unquote follow you, but actually are influenceable by you. There's we use this term influencers right now, and oftentimes people see influencers as synonymous with the number of followers that you have. No, influencers are, do the people who follow you actually follow your advice? And can you influence them to, buy something or do something, right? And so let me just say, do you have a significant number of quote unquote followers or people on your various platforms who actually are influenced by what you do to take some sort of action? All right. That's what we're looking for. And if you don't have a significant number of people, when I say significance, I'm talking about in the tens of thousands of people who you can influence to take action. All right. Selling something at the low ticket to no ticket level, when I say it's real, it's not going to make you a significant amount of money. Now, when I say, let me sort of caveat that. I'm saying low ticket to damn near no ticket. Let me say that. I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense to provide value for people as a way of showing your expertise in a complimentary way via lead magnets and things like that. That makes sense. That's a tried and true way in which you can, establish your authority and your expertise. And that's really part of marketing. You want to be able to market if you are in the knowledge economy, you want to be able to market your expertise. And part of marketing your expertise is actually showing that you know what the hell that you're talking about. So that will require you to provide some information for free. Yes. But I would rather you have information out there for free, not too much, not so much that you're giving away the whole damn farm, right? Of it, everything that you sell, but quality, great content out there for free that you're giving away in the form of a lead magnet to attract the right people in your universe. I would rather you do that with a strategy towards selling to those people at a much more significant level than to try to sell to people at a very, very, very minuscule level where you're literally only making maybe a couple $100 per person, unless you have a huge, huge following. Now, if you're one of these people who you've been able to grow a significant platform, like, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 more, whatever. Yes, you can put something out there that's a couple of $100. And if you actually are, influencing your audience, like if your audience actually moves or takes action when you suggest that they take action, you can build something very lucrative with that low ticket model, even though it doesn't mean that you should also neglect building out something high, right? This is why I talk about building out a whole multi-million dollar offer suite. But I still believe, and I will stand on this mountain till my very last day, that for those of you who have a smaller platform, starting at that low ticket level, you are signing yourself up to be broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay, hear me when I say that. You are signing yourself up to be broke, busted, and disgusted, because it is not harder to sell something for $25,000 than it is to sell something for $25, no matter what somebody tells you. Okay, because we're dealing with two completely different audiences. And so if you are someone who has a smaller platform, a smaller reach, I would rather you put the work in that's necessary to do all the things that you have to do to gain the credibility to be able to sell to that top of market buyer, so that you're selling at that 5, 10, 15, 25, 50, $100,000 more per pop, then sit here and just try to feed, basically the bottom of the market by trying to go as low as you can possibly go. Because here's the thing, when you are trying to feed that bottom of market buyer beast, they will never be satisfied, because they're buying from you not based on the quality of what you're offering. They're buying from you based on price. And the minute that somebody can sell something a little bit lower than you, if you're 25, somebody comes in at $19.99, guess where they're going to go? They're going to go to the person that's $19.99. Top of market buyers are not like that. They're buying based on quality, and when you deliver on quality, they are very brand loyal. So those are the people that you want to build your business around primarily, until you get to a place where your platform is big enough that it makes sense to target the lower ticket buyer. Is this making sense to somebody? I'm hoping. Hey there, Amanda Steele. How are you? I am hoping this is making sense to somebody. I'm hoping somebody out there is realizing now is not the time to buy into this doom and gloom narrative that everything needs to be for, damn near free 99 in order for you to sell in this marketplace. Please, 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 please understand, the issue is who you going to sell to, boo. Okay. Who are you going to sell to? And my argument is, yes, you want to have that multi-million dollar offer suite where you can have something that's available at that lower ticket level. I think honestly, a great thing to have, for example, is a book. All right. It both establishes your authority. It sort of leans into that sort of authority building space. It's something that can be leveraged into media appearances. It's not a huge investment. So that's something that you can sell to people for a very, very low price point, but it's also something that establishes your authority for that higher ticket, top of market buyer, who is then willing to purchase at a much more substantial level from you, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000, 50,000 or more. Okay. This is really the sweet spot that I want you to live in. And especially right now. Okay. Now let me see what is, I'm glad that's making sense to you, Chandra, because it's so true. And it's so annoying to me because I'm seeing so many people run in the complete opposite direction. And here's the problem with running in that opposite direction, where everybody is focusing on, let me build this thing, where everybody's paying me $99 a month and I'm going to get this thing that's $99 a month. Okay. Here's the challenge with that. Not only do you have to, here's the challenge with that. Not only do you have to, have this huge platform for the money to really add up so that the money is not looking funny. The situation is, because so many people are buying into that narrative right now, that's the bloodiest of bloody oceans right there. That is where you're going to find the huge amount of competition. Not that you necessarily need to be worried about your competition. I believe that you need to set yourself up so that you're not competing with nobody but your damn self. All right. Okay. But the bottom line is that it's so much noise in the marketplace at that level where so many people are selling there, it's really hard to break through. Rather than, why not focus on serving people up here that have the money to be serviced well, but they, when they look around, everybody's fighting each other trying to get the people that are selling down here, because they're all operating under this illusion that it's so much easier to sell this than it is to sell this. This is why that this high ticket land, it is the hill that I'm willing to die on, because I know it works. I know it works. I know it works for me. It works for my clients. It's real. Okay. This is not some sort of mass illusion that I'm living under right now. And it works in every economy, because even in quote unquote more challenging economies, which honestly this economy is it's yeah, it's actually improved a lot in recent months. It continues to get better. But here's what I want to say is that when things are getting constricted, it is not those people who have a significant amount of money who are worrying about how much eggs cost at the grocery store. Am I right or am I right? So who would you rather be selling to? Would you rather be trying to sell to those people who are sitting here having heart palpitations because eggs went up at the grocery store? Or would you rather sell to those people who don't care how much the damn eggs are? Right? They just have a specific desire that they want to have fulfilled. They have a specific need that they need to have answered. They have specific things that they're looking to accomplish in their business, in their personal life, whatever it is that your business focuses on. There are people in that space that are more well off. That's who I want you to build your business around, like those people, right? Versus the people who are sitting here trying to figure out, what am I going to do this month if I have to pay a little bit more for a dozen eggs? Like, those are completely different markets that require completely different messaging, that obviously require completely different types of offers. And what I'm sharing with you is that I want you to make sure that you are not forgetting about these people. In fact, I want you to make sure that you are developing offers specifically for those people and showing up in a way that you have the credibility such that they would trust you with the types of investment that they need to make in order to work with you. Is this making sense to somebody? Is somebody really getting this? Is this something that makes sense to you? Okay. All right. So this is, I'm just on number 2. So let me keep going. Okay. So how do we get those people to take us seriously? How do we get those people to say yes to us? Right. Absolutely. So number 3, that gets to that. To start to make those people, have those people take you seriously, you need to do something very, very powerful. You need to work on elevating your personal brand. Hear this when I say your personal brand. So many people in business focus so much on the logo, focus so much on finding having the perfect colors and all that stuff for their business to represent their business's brand. They forget that they really need a personal brand. I would argue that your personal brand is even more important than your business brand, in that your personal brand has the ability to elevate the status of your business brand, particularly as you are growing that brand. Now, obviously, if you are, a Coca-Cola, that's one thing in terms of a business brand. Okay. Nike is one thing in terms of a business brand, right? Apple is another thing in terms of a business brand. But what I want you to understand is that with your business, as you are growing your business, the thing that's going to help you to be able to be attractive to that top of market buyer is they have to trust you personally, you as the individual. People do business with people. Organizations do business with people. Okay. So you have to think about, how can I elevate my personal brand so that it would engender trust, so that it will exude authority, so that it will be very clear that I am not only someone who kind of sort of maybe knows what the hell I'm talking about, that I am an absolute expert at what I do. That's about personal brand building. All right. So this is a critical part of what has to happen when you're looking to attract that top of market buyer. You've got to have the type of personal brand that stands out. It has to have some key elements that makes people think, yes, that gentleman, that young lady, that individual is someone that knows their stuff. They're good. They're confident. They're showing up bold. I trust them. Like that type of thing needs to be apparent. All right. And so, what it looks like to build the type of personal brand that attracts that top of market buyer, it requires something that I call engineering your celebrity, right? You need to be able to engineer somewhat of a celebrity presence in your specific space. You need to be someone in which they say, well, like when your name is uttered, people know what your expertise is. People know that, okay, yeah, that person knows XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that person is great at ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3. That's because your expertise is now interfused with your personal brand, and the celebrity part of it is that people know it instantaneously. So how does that happen? How often are you showing up in media? How often are you showing up, for example, on key podcasts, television shows, being published in the right places? How often even, or how well even, are you even leveraging social media? Are you showing up in social media like quote unquote a celebrity, like the celebrity in your space? Are you showing up in that space with quality images, with spot on messaging, with really quality content that people can really say shows that you know what the heck that you're talking about? All of those things are critical for examining and elevating your personal brand. Because here's what I want you to know about the top of market buyer. They are judging you before they are buying from you. Like by the time you actually have the opportunity to have a quote unquote sales conversation with them or some sort of meeting with them that could lead to a contract, they've already vetted you. They've already taken a look at how you show up publicly, and they are vetting you publicly before they buy from you privately. Understand that that is the order of things. And so if you are not showing up publicly in a way that closes the sale before the sale actually happens, then that's going to make the sale that much more elusive, right? So instead of only focusing on, and even primarily focusing on colors and logos and all of those things that oftentimes people think about in terms of that gets them really excited about their new business, focus on you. Like, how are you showing up in your space? How are you elevating your expertise? How are you letting people know that you are the bomb.com at what you do? Like, how are you doing that? People will buy from you because of who you are before they buy from you because of quote unquote that thing that you're selling. Right? They have to see you as the celebrity in your space, the authority in your space, that individual who they want to have some level of alignment with. Top of market buyers are not wanting to associate, in essence, or spend their time with people who they see as someone that is not in some way aspirational or at least at their level. They're not going to want to work with someone that they see as, they're not that, I'm here and they're there. They don't want that. Okay. So even if you just quote unquote are starting your business today, 9 times out of 10, you're looking to do something based on something that you have already done for years. 9 times out of 10, you've already been able to demonstrate your expertise in working with people informally in that way. So when you show up in business, I don't want you to show up like you're just starting yesterday. I want you to show up like a top of market choice. And that means showing up with the right brand messages, the right brand images, the right ways in which places that you show up where your competition can't, like via media, traditional media, and all of those things, because that helps set you apart, right? That helps set you apart, and that makes you that much more credible to that person that's willing to write the really long checks, right? Swipe the card, make that significant purchase and not just those ones that are looking to say, okay, who has the lowest price for this thing that I'm trying to learn today? Those are not the people that you're looking to compete with. You're looking to really be able to serve those people that unfortunately are not really being served right now because everybody's fighting amongst themselves at the bottom. All right. Next thing you need. So that was number 4, engineer your celebrity. Number 5. Hey, everybody. Build a kick-ass offer. Build a kick-ass offer. This is very, very important. As I mentioned, you want to have, I like to think of it as a full multi-million-dollar offer suite. That includes everything, I would say, from ultra low all the way up to ultra high ticket offer and everything in between. I have a specific multi-million-dollar offer suite that I focus on having my clients build out. That's all the way up that sort of ladder. But here's what I want you to understand, that you want to have, I would say you at least want to make sure that you have an ultra high ticket offer in place, a high ticket offer in place, what I call a bridge ticket offer in place, which is that sort of mid-tier offer, the low ticket offer, all of that stuff. But I want you to know that what it looks like is you build out the higher end of it first. That's what you're looking to sell first, right? And then you want to have lower ticket offers that are basically components or prerequisites to the higher ticket offer. And therefore, if for whatever reason the high ticket offer isn't working for someone, you have something else that you can provide as a downsell. But you're really looking to target that high ticket, that ultra high ticket client, and you have something that really, really services them. All right. You really, really, really have to make sure that you are creating an offer that, hey there. Oh, thank you so much, Paris. Good Sunday morning to you too. All right. You really want to make sure that you are creating an offer that actually fulfills their deepest desires, right? It provides a complete solution. Make sure that you are developing for them something that they have really, really been wanting and looking for. And now they can find it in you. Okay. So here's what I found about building that kick-ass offer. It doesn't come from pontificating. It comes from actually doing the research that it takes to figure out what they want and then reverse engineering how you can make that happen. Okay. Building the offer based on the needs of those top of market buyers, and then getting them exactly what they said they wanted. All right. There is a lot that I could say about that. I'm doing whole trainings based. I do whole trainings based on this. Okay. But I will say here, the whole point here is that the target is the top of market buyer, not the low ticket buyer. The target is you start at the top, you work your way back, not the other way around. Okay. I have a bonus that I'm going to give you. I said I was going to do 5. Let me do a bonus tip for you. And that is this. You must learn how to sell at the top. You must learn how to sell to the top. Okay. Here's the thing I will say for those people who are not used to sales. Sometimes you intimidate yourself out of trying to sell ultra high ticket offers or high ticket offers at all. And so you are thinking that, okay, if I just create something that's like $100, all I have to do is drop a link and people will buy this thing that's $100. And that's easy. Like I said, it's not necessarily easier to sell at that level because we're dealing with very different people, and we're dealing with people who are basically they're price shoppers. So they're going to buy from you today, but they'll be buying from somebody else tomorrow. And it's a constant churn that you're working with. Okay. Or you can look to create something that solves real problems for people that have real money to invest and learn how to sell at significant levels. Here's what I want you to understand about sales. It is a skill set. It requires courage, but it also just requires a desire to learn and implement. It requires also the ability to go through the process of hearing no's without having to completely crush your self-esteem. Let me say that again. If you are not willing as an entrepreneur to hear the word no, I will tell you right now, you're not built for this. I know that sounds harsh, but let me say that. We have come up in a society that for many years has, I think, very unfortunately, been built on this whole all everybody gets a trophy sort of mentality. And it creates a situation where now people have grown up not knowing what it feels like to not, in essence, get what they want, or not feel like they did not, quote unquote, win, right? And I want you to understand that when you're learning how to sell, there is going to be a learning curve where you are going to hear more no's than yeses. And that's absolutely normal. And in fact, there are no salespeople that have a 100% close rate. So if a no crushes you, number one, you have to stop being so sensitive to that. All right. Meaning that you just have to sort of hear so many that it no longer has a negative effect on you. Or you have to sort of recalibrate and figure out, well, what do I really want out of this thing? Do I really want this? Because here's what I want you to understand. The spoils go to those people who are bold enough to not only go after the yeses, but be able to push through the no's to get through the yeses. This is the real part that nobody talks about with sales. Yes, it is a skill set. You can learn it. You need to learn it. There are things you need to study and practice and all of that when it comes to sales. Abso-freaking-lutely. But here's what I also need you to understand. I need you to understand that if you're afraid to hear no's so much that you're not even asking, that is not a path to sustainability when it comes to being in business. Trying to avoid hearing no's will get you out of business faster than anything else. Other than, being afraid to market whatsoever in the first place. But that's a whole nother conversation. Business requires you to reach into your boldness. Be willing to put yourself out there. Be willing to face, quote unquote, rejection. Because on the other end of that courage is the reward. On the other end of that courage is the reward. So you have to challenge yourself to learn how to sell. Once you understand this skill, and not, like I said, not just learning how just generally speaking, I mean, learning how to sell at high ticket levels. If you don't feel comfortable closing something that's at least $10,000, then I would say that you need to work on your sales skill. This is a skill that you can learn just like you learn any other skill in life. It is not a big mystery. The challenge, though, is that you can have every degree in the book and you will still have to learn how to sell, because this is the type of thing that they do not teach in school. I'm going to tell you this right now. They don't teach you this. This is the type of skill that you have to learn by learning from others who already know, who are willing to teach you. That requires additional investments beyond any degrees that you have. So understanding the full rubric of what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about is, I'm so sorry, my nose is itching. Maybe it's a little bit, I still have a little bit of irritation from being under the weather here. Number one, I want you to understand that, doom and gloom, don't believe the hype. Do not believe the hype, okay, with the doom and gloom, all right? There is still lots of money to be made in this industry. You have to be bold enough to go out there and get it. But number two, it requires that as you're going out there and going after this money, you have to understand that you need to broaden your scope to include top of market buyers. And don't listen to all these people who are saying only focus on the low end of the market. Low ticket sales is where it's at. Okay, good luck with that if you don't have hundreds of thousands of people who already follow you. Know, like, trust you, actually that move based on your call to actions. If you do not have that, try selling at the ultra low ticket level or at the low ticket level and tell me how much money you're able to make. That is not a sustainable model unless you already have that platform in place. Number three, you have to elevate your personal brand because people buy based on who you are, especially at that top of market buyer. The top of market buyer decision, they are judging you. The top of market buyer is judging you. I will give you an example. I am in conversations right now about a whole different, with another group of individuals with another business that I'm involved with. And we are in the process of doing some work that may involve some significant lucrative investments by investors. And I will tell you, one of the key things that they're looking at is the team, not just the asset that they are looking to invest in, right? Not just the business that they might in fact invest in, right? They're looking at who are the people who are involved in the business. And we're talking about people that are looking to invest millions of dollars. So when I'm telling you about top of market buyers, know that they're not just judging what you're selling, they are judging you, and they're judging you first. So you better put attention on building your personal brand first and foremost, not just your business's brand. All right. Next, in order to build that personal brand, lean into developing your own celebrity around what you do. Lean into making up, you show up like the star that you are online. Lean into showing up in the media in various different spaces. Lean into that because that gives you that reach and that authority that celebrities have. All right. And you need it in your specific space, right? To be able to attract that top of market buyer. Next, make sure that you have an offer that answers their desires, fulfills their wishes, their needs, their desires, assuages their pain, like all of those things. Your offer has got to be ironclad. But the offer needs to be built around the top of the market and then disaggregated to go down rather than the other way around. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay. And then lastly, you've got to learn how to sell to the top. Learn how to sell to the top. Like all of those things are absolutely essential in order for you to be able to make significant money and blow up your business right now. And when I'm saying make significant money and blow up your business, I'm not just talking about hitting $5,000 months, $10,000 months. Okay. I'm talking about if you're interested in building a 7-figure business, this is where it's at. This is what's required. This is what's required. Okay. For your 7-figure business. Now, I say all this to say, if this is helpful for you, let me know. I do have a live event that's coming up in the fall in September called Black Millionaire Coach Live, where we'll be focusing on a lot of what I've just mentioned here today. This is not one of those quote unquote conferences where you're having everybody and their mom up there selling whatever they're selling. It's not one of those. This is actually a working event, and not even an event. I would say it's an experience. It's going to be at the MGM National Harbor right outside of Washington, D.C. And while we're there, in real time, you're going to develop your multi-million-dollar offer suite, right? That thing that I'm saying you absolutely need in order to be able to sell right now, okay? Not just the lower ticket things. In fact, you're going to focus at the top, your ultra high ticket offer, and we're going to build down from there, so that we have your multi-million-dollar offer suite intact. And that's an offer, that's an asset that you can plug into your business, right? And use moving forward. Like that right there will be your multi-million-dollar engine, because that's going to be those core offers that you can sell over and over and over again to grow your business 6, multi-6, 7, and more. To me, 6, by the way, is a milestone. It is not the destination. We're all looking to get 7 figures as the floor. Right? We're going to be focusing on there how to build your personal brand through developing your engineered celebrity. So we'll be teaching you there about how to be able to get into media, how to be able to show up online, all of those things that you need to do in order to engineer your celebrity so that you will attract those top of market buyers. This is absolutely essential. How to become a part? Hey there, parents. Well, listen, you can do this. A couple of things. I have a special promo code that's going on this weekend. Okay. Economic Power is the promo code, all caps. If you go to blackmillionairecoachlive.com, you'll see all the information. You can grab your ticket. Economic Power, that promo code gives you $250 off the investment for the ticket. There are different levels that you can come in at. I definitely suggest that you go there and grab your ticket this weekend, okay? With that Economic Power promo code. So once again, blackmillionairecoachlive.com. Go to the website, use the promo code Economic Power, get your ticket. Or if you put BMC in the chat, in the comments, I'll give you that information. I'll inbox you all the information. Let me also say that in addition to helping you build your offers, you guys, I will be focusing on what it takes to sell right now to the top of market buyer. When I've had this event in the past, I've not really talked about conversions. We've mainly focused on building out one offer, what I call your $1 million offer, it's high ticket offer. And we've talked about branding and marketing. For the first time ever, we're getting into sales in this conference. So if you really want to know what it takes to sell to that top of market buyer, you will want to be there too. And let me talk about a couple of things that we do at this conference that are very unique, okay? Do you guys need help? Absolutely. I don't know what you mean by that, Paris. What do you do? Economic Power as one word, Victoria, all caps. Okay, let me know. I have a team, but definitely let me know what you do. I do have a significant team, but definitely let me know what you do. I will say this. Let me just let you know about a couple of things that we do that's very unique at this conference. We have what I call a VIP, the elite level. You come in, you get the 3 days of training. It's an amazing experience. Okay. You leave with your multi-million-dollar offer intact. You learn about what's converting right now in terms of how you convert ultra high ticket offers right now. Like all of that stuff is there. Thank you for dropping that in. Thank you. Appreciate that. But if you want to have the ultimate experience, you'll want to come as a VIP, okay? Or an ultra VIP. And let me let you know about the difference between the two. All of our VIPs and ultra VIPs, we will have an extra VIP day of training for you that focuses on personal wellness, okay? And scaling your business right now, okay? So this is advanced training around personal wellness and accelerating your business. We're having a full VIP day focused on that. That's going to be September 5th, okay? That's a half day of training followed by a special all-white networking party on a private yacht, okay? I have chartered a yacht for us who will meet us out here in National Harbor, and we'll go for an amazing lunchtime cruise on that yacht where you'll get an opportunity to network with your other VIP peers. You'll get a chance to see the Washington, D.C. sites from the vantage point of the Potomac River. It's going to be an amazing experience. You definitely want to have that, okay? Now, in addition to that, our VIPs receive access to our VIP and ultra VIP only networking luncheon each and every day of the conference. So you get here, lunches are included for all of our VIPs and ultra VIPs. You will want to be in the building for that, okay? All of our VIPs will receive preferred seating throughout. Now, if you want to come as an ultra VIP, this is the ultimate way to experience Black Millionaire Coach Live. Your first class experience begins from the moment that you touch down at National Airport. You'll be provided with Black car service between National Airport and MGM both ways, okay? So a Black car will be there to meet you when you land, and a Black car will take you from the hotel back to meet your plane at the end of the conference. In addition, during the conference, you're going to have obviously preferred seating during the VIP day and during the yacht excursion. You're going to have access to a very special private welcome reception with me in my suite for all of my ultra VIP attendees. So we're going to have that private time together so that I can maybe even chat with you a little bit about your business even before the conference begins. So you get a little individualized attention and feedback on your business even before that begins. And then throughout the entire conference, you will have front row seating for each and every day of Black Millionaire Coach Live. So for those who know that when you have the opportunity to go to an experience, you want the ultimate experience, then you will want to come as an ultra VIP. Whether or not you choose to come as an elite, as a VIP, or as an ultra VIP, I want you to understand that throughout the rest of this weekend, you can receive $250 off the price of your ticket by going to blackmillionairecoachlive.com and using the promo code economic power, all caps, one word. You'll get $250 off at checkout. And even if you want to, guess what? You can definitely spread out that over 2 payments if you want to. So it's all up to you. Hey there, Dr. K Tap. Great to see you. All right. So with that said, I just want to make sure I shared all of that info for you. We look forward to going down into all of this that I shared with you today in a lot more depth at Black Millionaire Coach Live. We'll be talking about how to attract those top market buyers. We'll talk about how to elevate your personal brand by engineering your celebrity. We'll be talking about how, not even talking about helping you build out your kick-ass, okay, multi-million-dollar offer suite. And we will even be delving into what you need to know now in order to sell at the top. There is no conference experience out there that's going to give you this much of a well-rounded experience of understanding how to be able to sell to the top of market buyer right now. Okay. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your amazing Sunday. I hope that you've learned something here today that you can put to use in your business. And I hope to be able to see you at Black Millionaire Coach Live. Thanks, Dr. K Tap. Great to see you, my girl. All right. With that said, and great seeing you too, Victoria. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning and the rest of the afternoon. I guess it's almost afternoon in the East Coast. And enjoy the rest of the holiday while you can. Okay. There's still time for you to enjoy it. Go out there and have a wonderful day. With that said, have a great day, everybody. And I will see you guys later. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.